created a path for Gizmo. I walked out here a couple times now to where he can join me. Otherwise the snow is way too deep for him. So he just travels along in my tracks. Sometimes he'll venture into the deep snow like that. Come on, Gizmo, we're going this way. It's actually thawing a little bit now to where it's not quite as deep as it was after it first came down. I am coming out here to show you guys the tracks to this deer. He came through again last night, but he was only 20 feet from my trail cam, and it was crested over the hill enough to where the trail cam didn't get him. Come on, buddy. So he is sticking to the black walnut. He keeps coming out of the field. He comes as far as the black walnut. He'll go about maybe 20, 30 feet past them, do a little bit of digging, and then he returns back over there to the woods. So he's staying right here. He's not traveling. So I gotta watch that Gizmo don't disturb his tracks, because I want to show you guys this. Come on, Gizmo, over here. He's the one that's been digging right there. Right there. Let me put my hand next to that. Look at the size of his track. You guys would have to see this in person. That is a huge deer track. And here's the black walnuts right here. He's been going to both sides of it, and he's the only deer that drags his feet through the snow when he walks. Do you see these scuff marks behind his tracks? All the other deer tracks out here do not have that. They do not have that behind. Look at the size of his tracks, you guys. That is a big, big deer. It may not seem it in the video, but if you saw these in person, you'd be like, holy crap, they're big. I mean, look at that. Look at that. He's a big boy. Look at the spread of his hoof. He came right through here last night. Right, and there's the trees. I would have had my trail cam on. My trail cam was down there over the hill. And he doesn't go any further. His tracks end over there, and then he comes back through and goes right back over to the woods. So being that he's already gone to both sides of this tree right here and those ones right there, this is where I'm going to put my trail cam tonight, because I did get footage, brief footage of a doe that went right past my trail cam last night when it was down here. I said 20 feet. It's actually more than 20 feet. It's probably more like 50 feet. So my cam was down here too far below the grade from up there where the deer went right through. So I'm not going to put it on the trees down here anymore. I'm going to stick it up there on that last row of trees of the black walnut, because he is favoring those trees. I don't know if he's eating the black walnuts or what he's doing. But he even has come out of here, right here, where I go back in there and collect the fat wood. He's been in that little patch of woods right there. And he is one big deer. Nothing came down through here last night around this bend towards my trail cam, because my trail cam was down here on this tree, and the doe that I got on the video went right through here. There's the tracks to that deer. Gizmo's so light that sometimes he can walk on top of the snow. But there's the tree I had my trail cam on right there, that little skinny one in the foreground, looking up that way. So he was up there in the open part of the field to where the trail cam would have never got him. So the last set of tracks before today was down there. He went through that field and he went down that tractor road, crossed this road, and then came back towards my survival shelter, which is right there. And then he got back on the game trail and he headed right back to the woods. So he's just been making a loop up here on this end. So tonight I'm going to put it up here in the open, because there's two trails that come out, and when he goes by those black walnut again, I should have him. I should have him, providing I'm on the right side of the tree. So He has been literally dancing all around wherever I set up my trail cam, because I also set up my trail cam way off that way. Well, snow's a little deep for you, buddy. He makes it okay though. He's getting through it. It's thawing down. We're supposed to hit 50 today, so we're going to lose a lot of this snow. But, come on, Gizmo. Gizmo, come on. If you look at all the other deer tracks, none of them have any drag. He's been through here as well. He's been right through here. You guys, this deer is massive in size. I mean, look at the spread of that. Look at the size of that track. That's just crazy. Now here, he was running. He was running here. And I'll be damned if he didn't go right down in front of where I had my cam on that tree. He's coming from there and up there. And he's always going over there to the black walnuts. He loops around and then he comes back. So I think I'm going to have a damn good chance of getting him, you guys. So there's only two places now that I can do this to get him, is either this tree right here or the black walnut. And because I've seen his tracks up there more, I'm putting the cam up there tonight. I may favor that for the next 6 days. If I don't get anything there, then I'll go back to this tree. From now on, these are the only two spots I'm doing, because he's walking right past this tree and that row of trees right up there, those young black walnut. It's the only place I see him passing through. Gizmo really likes the snow. He loves it. He loves to play in the snow. He eats the snow, he buries his face underneath of it. If it was any deeper than it is today, he wouldn't be able to be out here. I'd have to carry him, because his little legs, it's not enough to get him up off the ground. That's another reason why I myself favor larger dogs. But he's a cutie. Here you go, Gizmo. See, you guys, he came from that tree right down there. He cut right through the field, and there's his drag scuff marks. He's the only deer back here that does that. All the other deer prints don't have the drag like he does. He just doesn't lift his legs as high as the other deer do. And of course, Gizmo's running right on his tracks. You're wrecking it, Gizmo. You're wrecking the tracks. Look at that, you guys. Holy crap. That hoof right there is about a good 1.75 inches wide. He's a big boy. So, I'm going to put it on one of these trees right here. I'm going to aim it right at where he's coming and going, and we'll see if we get him. I want to see what his rack looks like up close, or at least back a distance to where I could actually like stop the video and then count the tines on his head. He is a massive deer. So I was helping my landlord today over in the shop building another plow for a skid steer. We had to put it all together and get the whole mount assembly put on it. And we were talking about the deer, and he's aware of them. And he asked me where I thought he was going. I told him, I said, he's staying on this side of the road. He's staying on his land and his sister's property. He obviously feels safe and protected here. If he was out there just roaming the woods where it wasn't private property, a hunter would take him in a heartbeat. But being that there isn't really anybody back here hunting this property, which are several acres, he's smart enough to know to stay put until hunting season is over with. So, yeah, he's not a stupid deer. For him to live that long and have a rack that big. But I believe that when I try those two locations, because the first tree is where I got the 8-point on video, and I've never mounted on the black walnut, and he's been by him twice now, 2 times. in about the last 2 weeks. I'll get him. I'll get him on video one way or another. I'll get him on video. He's been hanging out. He's staying close. Right off in my own backyard. And then I'll show him to you guys. If I'm lucky enough to get him, which is gonna be, it is gonna take luck, trust me. I'll show him to you. Providing I get the same exact deer, you know, because there are a lot of big bucks back here. I mean, but that big one, he's the biggest of them all. And that's the one I'm trying to get on video. So anyway, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the knife later today for the machete, survival machete. So watch for that, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.